gentlemen, this is the 2024 Flanders Darts Trophy. The second round brought to you live by the PDC Europe as we're coming to you from the magnificent Expo here in Antwerp, Belgium. One more second round match coming your way. It's now time to meet our final two players of the night. Would you please welcome first from the Netherlands, the world number 45, a World Grand Prix and European Tour quarter-finalist, and a finalist on the Pro Tour. Time to meet the machine gun, Jermaine Wattimena. His opponent from England, the world number 22, the winner of 7 PDC titles, a World Championship finalist, and the reigning Premier League champion. Time to meet Luke the Nuke Littler.
Let's have a good time.
Well, this could be quick, and it certainly will be entertaining. What a way to bring down the curtain on day 2 here at the Flanders Darts Trophy in the city of Antwerp. Luke the Nuke Littler against the machine gun, Jermaine Wattimena. Their nicknames alone suggest what sort of a match this one's going to be. And for Luke Littler, well, this is a return to the country where it all began for him on the European Tour. His Euro Tour debut earlier this year in Visa. He made it all the way to the final. He produced that 9-dart leg that we've just seen against Rob Cross in that final. And he picked up the first of 2 European Tour titles that he has won so far this year. Will there be a third? There nearly was last weekend in Hildesheim. Peter Wright, with that astonishing fight back in the German Darts Championship, denied Littler the hat-trick on that occasion. Maybe, just maybe, he's in the mood to maybe just put 1 or 2 things right this weekend as well. But that said, Jermaine Wattimena will be a very tall order today and a very tough proposition, because he really did look the business. There are certainly signs of life for Jermaine Wattimena at the moment. A 6-4 win yesterday against Brian Rahman. 6 out of 8 on the doubles, an average of 102. There were a couple of 13-darters, a 12-darter, an 11-darter. And if he brings that sort of standard to the party today, Littler could have his work cut out. Paul Nicholson alongside me, Rob Malarkey, for our final match of the day, and what a belter it could be.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this all day long. A very fitting climax it could well be for Saturday darts here in Antwerp. But it doesn't seem that long ago that we were in Pisa in Belgium lauding this young man for doing superhuman things on debut on the European Tour. He's running out of places where he can have a debut. But the fact remains that he's world number 22, and you can't say that without laughing.
91.
Well, I remember that. You touched upon that in that commentary, didn't you? You said about winning in Bahrain on his World Series debut, winning in Belgium on his European Tour debut.
97.
It didn't take him long to win on the Pro Tour either in the Players' Championship circuit. He's picked up a couple of titles on the floor this year as well.
96.
And of course, small matter of the Premier League, for good measure in May of this year, for the world number 22, Luke Littler. Looking at tops and kicking things off with a very neat and tidy 14-darter.
When he lost in the final last week, my immediate thought was, oh no,
83.
whoever plays him next is going to be getting it. It just so happens that it might just be Wattimena. And we know that Luke likes playing in Belgium.
435.
But this is a difficult game for Littler, because Wattimena this year has been impressing everywhere he goes. A couple of quarterfinals in European Tour events. This is his 5th event, so his hit rate of making the final session is very impressive.
108.
But the early signs are very, very good for the younger player, the number 13 seed, the English young man on the stage. If he keeps his 9-dart average for the first 9, I mean, at this kind of range, Jermaine's going to have to go some just to get it shot at a double.
Yeah, I mean, there's an absolute chasm between them at the moment in that particular bracket. Early days, admittedly, yeah, but Littler's averaging in his first 9, 132 at the moment. Tops again is the target.
6.
Well, not visit perfect,
158.
but will be hopeful of returning, and certainly will now.
94. He could have gone 40.
Started with a 14-darter. Continues with another 14.
James on the second leg.
Exactly right. Now, I want to go into win percentages because I love talking about them at this time of year. It gives you a really good indication of how people have played. It doesn't go into the intricacies of how you get results, like averages or doubles percentages, but if you're winning a lot of games, it's good for your confidence.
140.
And I want to compare these two because I have this benchmark of 60%. If your win percentage for the year, no matter how many games you've played, if it's over 60%, I'm impressed. Wattimena is at 61%. If you're watching, wherever you are around the world, have a little guess where Littler is. He's not played Dev Tour this year. He's not played fringe stuff. He's been playing against the elite all year. I've given you 10 to 12 seconds. 76% as a win percentage coming into September. That is off the scale.
Yeah, and when you consider the calibre of opposition in the Premier League alone.
61. Jermaine Wattimena 125.
Yeah, unlucky
45.
from Wattimena.
He's been so starved of shots at double that he's tried to hit a double to leave one. Littler's going to go 5 double 10 here. I don't think he's going to miss, although he might. This is really tricky.
Yeah, a little shuffle over, and yeah, you saw how blocked it was, and it did take a clatter on the way through. And Littler has missed the opportunity to open up a 3-0 lead here and now, but only 1 dart at tops for Wattimena, and it's not enough. He needed a bit more.
10.
Well, that's why a lot of people don't like 5 double 10 because of what happened on that 3rd dart, but he does get away with it. That's a somewhat substandard 16-darter, said in jest. But his first full year as a professional, up to this point, 10 finals. 10. He's done more in 9 months than people have done
in their
in
career.
careers
Yeah.
which have spanned more than a decade. He's won just as many European Tour events in just over 6 months as James Wade has in 12 years.
Yeah, and just going back to the Premier League as well, talking about the calibre of opposition and that win percentage. You know, another record that I think is overlooked. I mean, it was a record equaling 40 points to top the table in the Premier League in his first season.
79.
I mean, I'm staggered by that. That is...
Well, he won't want me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it would make him giggle. He's like the Manchester City of darts, even though he's a Man U fan.
He'll hate that. He won't want that.
Games on the forward line, Jermaine
107 checkout for Jermaine Wattimena. He's on the scoreboard, but it is just a hold of throw.
But that's what he's got to do. He's got to find 4 visit legs.
Yeah, and when he's got these opportunities with that range of checkout, the ton plus checkouts, I think more often than not he's going to have to take him. Jermaine's first 9 average has actually picked up by 16 points over the last 2 or 3 legs, but the trouble is Littlers has also crept up in keeping with that as well.
I love how you said that. It's crept up to 138. And this is an elite level first 9. I've only seen Dave Chisnell go this high in a completed game.
Yeah, for context, it was 132. That's what I mean. That's the sort of standard we're at with Littler in this one.
Yeah, can't ignore that. That's what's called a white horse, by the way. 20s, 19s and 18s on the treble. That's a perfect visit in cricket. They want him to go bull.
You reckon he will? I don't think he will.
Nah.
Oh,
he did.
He was staring down the barrel and double 10. Well, it's worked out very nicely, hasn't it? I mean, go for the bull. If you know you're going to miss with a 25, I don't think it's a bad way to go at all, especially when you're in that position. 1 or 2 might question the etiquette. Of course, our minds go back to Ricardo Petretsko and that incident in Visa earlier this year, having just seen Petretsko win his match a few moments ago.
I don't think that's going to happen again.
But no, I mean, Littler had every right to go for that. I mean, he clearly fancied his chances on the bullseye anyway. And I think he knew that the 25 was a good backup plan. I think he had every faith that he wasn't going to miss the circle.
Well, before this leg, Littler was getting pretty close to a 9-dart attempt. Jermaine is on one. Oh, we almost had another crack at a double for a 9 tonight.
Nice acknowledgement from Littler as well. We have been knocking on the door of a 9-dart leg today. Well, not just knocking on the door, but repeatedly hammering on the door.
Befores. Well, he will want to finish on the bullseye this time. Not going to get a shot at it.
65.
Even though he went for it with the 3rd dart, but he expects Jermaine to hit this, as we all do. But he hasn't.
Awkward. Yeah, that was very congested, wasn't it, over those first 2 darts, and all of a sudden Littler might steal this one. 105 for another break of throw. There's the 25 again, tops. Well, there's one of them. And there's the other from Luke Littler. What a moment of magic that is. What an absolute sickener for Jermaine Wattimena. Missed darts at double 4 and double 2. And Littler needed no second invitation, did not stand on ceremony in that one. And the 105 checkout with the tops finale. Just another little something for the CD.
Really, really good. I've seen Luke play better than this before in a shorter format. But as far as the first 9 is concerned, in this match of 135, I've only seen 1 performance this year tour-wide that has bettered this, and that was Dirk in a qualifier who did 144.
405.
Oh, what on earth has he got up his sleeve to finish this 120?
20 ball.
3 tops.
20.
Over to you, Luke. Well, he's going for double top now.
100.
I think Belgium right now is saying this kid is just ticket worthy.
20.
Double 10 for the match, and he rounds things off with a 13-darter, and what a performance that was. We said it was going to be quick, and we said it was going to be entertaining, and I think certainly Jermaine Wattimena played his part in that one to